And then here, if I click on here, I have this option of server certification. Then here, use user-based authentication. We will use our Active Directory. Is the active the directory or the domain controller that we created earlier. We click here, it will appear. Sorry, this is the client. Choose the client, and the directory ID. You can choose this one. Then I will go with the default, and here we can the IP address with DNS server to use, and then this is the VPC, our VPC, right? So this is the steps. I will cover this in later videos, but for now I will go to the next step, that is create our pipeline. And this time we are not going to use code build, but instead we are going to use Jenkins, and I will show you how you can integrate Jenkins with code pipeline and with code deploy to build a CI/CD pipeline. So next step now is jump to our instances console and launch an instance. So scroll down, we'll choose this instance, and scroll down here. As long as that we are building, let me open here, we are building our React.js, that building will need much compute and much memory. So if we go in with the free tier, with the default configuration, then our Jenkins server will slow down, right? So for that, we will use this configuration that has 2 vCPU and 4 gigabyte memory. Then my VPC, and then public subnet 1, then add storage, add a tag, and for the name I will give it Jenkins server, and then I will use my predefined security group. You can create a new one, but for me I will use the same unique security group for all the instance, and for all the instances that I will launch within AWS account that is in North Virginia. Then launch, and keep here I will use the predefined or pre-created key pairs, and now I will connect to it. I have terminated the Windows Server EC2 instance, because once I create the user, so I do not want to use it anymore. So to avoid to be in the charge of using that, because when you use a configuration that is not in the free tier, right, then you have to pay for that. So now let me try to make an SSH connection to my Jenkins server. Ubuntu, and then here North Virginia, click on yes. Here if I work, and now what I have to do is to install our Jenkins software. So for that I will copy this configuration, right, and then create file, call it script.sh, and paste it here. I will save it, And then if I try now to type script.sh, the permission denied. Why? Because this user has not the permission of execution. And to do that, we can either type chmod user, then add the execution permission to this user, or instead of that, to give, because to have the read, write, and the execution permission, we give it 7, and to give it only the write and the read, we give it 6, and the read only is 4. Then script, then click on the tape button, and now if I try to rerun that command, it will run successfully. So we have to wait the installation till it's finished. So I will stop the recording until the installation finished. So once the installation finished, let me copy the public IP address. I use this and paste it here and type the port 88. Try to cut that, paste it here, and copy the IP address, paste it here. Then I install the suggested plugins. Give it the username, password, confirm the password, and then enter the phone name and the email. Then save and continue. Save and finish, and then start using Jenkins. So the first thing that I'm going to do is install some plugins that we are using during this lab. And the first thing, first plugin is, as long as we are creating this CI/CD pipeline for our MERN app, means stand for React JS, MongoDB, and Express and Node.js. We will need the Node.js to build our React.js project. So install without restart. And then click on go back page, Jenkins, and then manage plugin. And we will use another plugin is AWS code pipeline. This will enable us to integrate our Jenkins with code pipeline. For that, you will click on download now and install after restart. And then you have to check this option, restart Jenkins when installation is complete and no jobs are running.